Moving on to the next match here, and we are starting off with a quick little interview here, I think, with the coach. This is a team we covered yesterday with, I am blanking on the team name, but Nabla, welcome.
Hello.
Criminal activities, correct. So, after watching your guys win yesterday, I believe, yeah, how's it looking today? How was their first round going?
They won their first match, 3-0 on Clear
No.
Cut.
Clear cut. Really? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
They've gone without dropping a single round so far, but if they were going to do it, this would be the game to do it because this is the other 5-0 team in the event right now.
Soldier
Yes.
reincarnated as an aristocrat.
I hate that name, by the way. I hate it.
Also, yeah, so your team was the guys that were scrimming 7 days a week, correct?
Yup.
That's a grind right there. You gotta
Yeah, for
respect
real.
that.
Yeah, I was talking about, I mean, especially at the absolute beginner level, you can get taught and instructed like perfectly by coaches that tell you everything in just the perfect manner, like I'm sure Daff does. But the bulk of that improvement is really just going to come from being in that server, getting comfortable, just communicating while playing, thinking about things while playing, and yeah, just playing really.
I'm kind of curious. What's like the one thing that you had to explain that you've never even like thought about having to explain? Like the one thing that you kind of just everyone kind of knows now, but don't think of.
If you asked me this in the last cup, I would have had an answer for it. But since I've coached one of these before, I was actually pretty prepared this time around.
Dang.
What was it last time around?
I can't remember. It was too long ago. I'm sorry.
No,
Damn.
I was like just trying to think like what's like a little thing that just by now it doesn't even I don't even think about at all.
Actually, there was one. The first team of this I coached, the soldiers already knew how to do rollouts for the most part, but this time we got a soldier that didn't know what crit heals were, and they were breaking their crit heals on the roamer rollout before they got buffed.
Yeah, that is something that you would just assume they would already be getting that full buff by the time they even start jumping, but no, I guess not. Interesting. And it's looking like so we've watched Snake Water. Your guys just played Clear Cut. We're now on Process. So is it like pick ban now in playoffs here?
It is in pick ban. I think it's best of one map still, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, my guys are just banning Snake Water because they don't like the banny gun on last.
We
Yeah,
didn't see the banning
understandable.
gun. I was surprised. I was happily surprised.
Yeah, that can be absolutely
It is
brutal
oppressive.
to deal with. Yeah, when I tell my newbies anything on last, I just tell them like just always have a sentry gun unless you're like trying to push, and even then sometimes as well, because just having a good gun setup is just it can be such a big hurdle to get over for beginners. Do they have a preferred map? I don't know if Process is their map pick or not, but I mean, judging by how they were playing earlier, I'm sure Ranger could just have a feast here on Process.
They prefer Process and Clear Cut. I'm not sure. They picked Clear Cut in the last game. I don't know why they picked Clear Cut this time. I haven't asked them yet, but
You're just feeling it.
yeah, they picked Process over Clear Cut for this one.
Awesome. Definitely.
Oh, Ranger just messaged me. He said it's because Comfy plays heavy on Clear Cut, and
Oh, I know my newbies ran into the Pootis Clear Cut wall. That can be really tough. I mean,
Heavy's hard. You
I
can't go into him. You gotta like play it really slow, and then he kind of
Grass
shoots
Beast
you.
Heavy
you gotta
on
play
Clear
really
Cut has one
positionally,
main
Which is
multiple
hard.
seasons now, I know.
you
Yeah,
have
I
to
think
like
Heavy
lock him
has,
out and
yeah, it
do
can
a
be very
rotating
difficult to
game.
deal with for sure. Just big bag of meat. I don't know who's been given that strat then if that team's running the Pootis on Clear Cut. curious what.
I think that
what
might have been a
coach is.
comfy original invention, to be honest.
Mm,
That
Yeah,
guy's
I
an
need a
innovator.
comfy YouTube video on this now. We were talking
Absolutely.
about we need more content. That's the content I need. I need the
Absolutely.
theory behind the heavy.
Yeah, I don't know what else. You had a guy that was had like connection issues as well, right? Or was that the other
Yeah,
team? I don't
yesterday
know.
Rangers internet went out for like 5
Oh,
minutes,
that's right.
but it's
So
all
that was
good.
all sorted.
Are those real birds?
Real
No,
bird.
are those real bird sounds?
Oh yeah, my window's open, my bad.
No.
I'm
What
not
time is
hearing
it
that.
for? Where do you?
It's 7 p.m.
And they're still. Damn, I respect the birds going.
Dude, my
No,
birds are on the grind.
it's a
bro.
vibe. I respect. No, it's a good vibe. It sounds like something you'd have like as white noise in the background, but yeah, you just live in a Disney movie.
Yeah, just the Snow White house. Yeah, I think that probably covers all our questions. Any shout outs from you, Nabla?
Gotta shout out Gup again for the 3rd
Oh,
time.
of course. I
All
get
of Team
to
Gup.
play against Gup tonight in a big pug scrim. Looking forward to that.
Dude.
You know what? I've the big question.
Oh, yeah?
What could us as a more experienced community do to help the new guys? You know, what is one thing that everyone
like
can
that
kind of
question.
participate with? You know, some accountability out here.
Facilitate lower level pug groups. I know Rendois runs one, but one of the things that a lot of people complain about in like this level of play is that there are not very many places where you can pug that are between like newbie mixes and like pug hub. There's like not much to bridge the gap.
Yeah, I like that a lot actually because at least the way I learned, pretty much all the very early stuff I mentioned earlier was like really awful face it pugs. But I mean that was because I did not have like a schedule allowing for me to actually commit to an open team. So just being able to play when you can and like build up that experience in pugs is definitely much needed at a lower level.
I think I played about like 1,000 TF2 centers. But I think is that the I'm pretty sure that's the goal of what RGL pugs are trying to have, you know, have the more division based where one thing that's worrying about those pug groups is there's gonna be that guy who's definitely too good trying to like sneak in there to just like punch down on people.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, sandbagging and pugs is definitely a
No
concern.
one's having fun. Not even you.
True.
Yeah, I think that's probably all from us. Of course, shout outs Gup. Yeah, thanks for talking to us again. And of course, good luck to criminal activities here. So we are looking at about 9 in the server, one's in spec. So as these teams fill in here, of course, do we have predictions running yet? We do. So criminal activities versus Soldier Rain. We can run down rosters real quick. Of course, rosters have not been usually reflective of the in-game names. We've just been running on in-game names. But the Discord names here, I can run down criminal activities first. We got Cypher Sam, Ranger, Red Charge, Angela, Rohi Meg, and I Duck Duck on the Scouts, Soldiers, Demo, and Medic, respectively.
Got Alley Cat, Dylan XP 300 on Scout, Dubsy and Jap on Soldier, Dice Smasher on Demo, and Noda on Med.
So knowing, I'm very curious because if Comfy is the Pootis connoisseur, I'm very curious what their typical class is. Because that clear cut Pootis, that's a real strat. I don't know if you invite players have caught on to it yet, but that Brass Beast and Shed can be a real thorn to
I'm
deal
just
with.
not a fan of that map in general. I'm kind of glad it's out of invite because that shed gets very obnoxious, and I can't imagine a Brass Beast heavy in there just chilling. I feel like
Yeah.
I'd maybe punch a hole in my screen.
You know, Clear Cut's actually my preferred Koth map.
Really?
I now you might be a
No, I
fan of
respect it.
product,
I
but
respect it.
product is something I just can't stand.
What class? Do you play demo?
Yeah,
Okay, that makes it a little more demo. You kind of just get attacked.
yeah, and also I mean, sniper is awful to deal with. Even when your soldiers know what to do, like it's still just a non-engaging way
Sometimes you
to really
die.
play the map. Um, I don't know. It's the most like also the fact that I
I think it's like
never
the most
like
inoffensive map
um
for Koth at least. You kind
it is
of
definitely like the old man of Koth, like just the classic example. Um,
much open space. That
yeah.
is clear cut.
I think I never the reason I just don't like product so much is I never really played it because I never like played open when it was in the pool regularly. And by the time I started playing RGL seasons, there were other costs that gave a better comparison. What I do actually like about Clear Cut, from a demo perspective, is that it more resembles like a 5 CP mid than it does a Koth map, if that makes sense.
Yeah, with
Because
the
it
high
is
ground, the
like,
middle point, kind of
yeah,
spam and chill.
the fact that it's more open like that means it just feels less like I'm constantly using and reloading ammo as just nonstop like I would on Bagel or product, and it's more of like a thinking. I have to think more about what I'm doing. I don't want to call it like the thinking man's map, so though like you have to be smart to play clear cut, which I don't think is true, but that's what I like about it at least.
I think the one thing I like don't even realize is people didn't play when there used to only be one Koth map in the pool for like the longest
Hmm.
time. So almost every like half the teams in the game just refuse to play Koth, so they just ban one map and they're all gone.
Yeah, true.
I think a lot of people just didn't get the experience. But at least back in the day where you were forced to play, I think you are in lower divs, forced to play each map for a week.
Yeah.
You at least get practice on everything, which is definitely nice. To like, okay, I have to play this map for a week and
Hmm.
get decent at it at least.
Yeah, in theory, for sure. But the way
Or you get
things
over it.
tend to go with, I see this with not necessarily Koth maps, but more so the like experimental maps. When they just get introduced for a season, a lot of teams will just like either ban it outright if you're in one of those divisions, or in the lower divisions, just kind of scrim it for the 1 week that it's in the pool, and then like ignore about it or ignore it for everything else and kind of just hold your nose for that week, which I think is kind of a shame because there's a lot of really cool new maps that I think
Yeah,
get
Soul
left on
Trees
the
look
table.
pretty cool.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't played it, but watching it looks really fun. But there's
I
definitely
have
been
not played it
some
either.
stinker some stinker new maps out there. But like for example, Bagel I think was hated for like 2 seasons, and now like it's a loved map.
Mhm.
I think in general at least.
Yeah, in general, people are kind of resistant to change for sure, but it's cool to see maps like Bagel get adopted. One thing though that is such a needed change was I remember back when I played Bagel Season 6. It was a version of Bagel that had no ammo packs on the point. So as
Oh,
a demo, your only means of getting ammo was to either back up to lobby to get some, or to like get a kill. So it was just
have one of your
a
teammates
complete
kill behind for
nightmare.
ammo.
Yeah,
And then it had the
legit.
super cap and like the super spawn wave. So if you
Hmm.
don't have cap, it's like a 2 second spawn.
Yeah, we
That was,
are
it was
starting here.
fun though.
I think it was it season 6 invite grands that just had the super spawn wave
Yes.
double overtime, because that was
Or
very exciting.
if you
But
don't have cap, you just win
yeah, pretty much.
instantly. We have F-150 Beater. I didn't know Beater joined Ford Gaming, but I'm excited to see. Let's see
Yeah,
what Beater's got on this first mid.
yeah. Sandblast rang the phone. So we
Got a
are looking
big
at
equipment.
early height control from Red, actually. Ooh, bomb in from Red Charge, going quite deep, landing in choke. A lot of damage. So much space bot, though. Look at everyone on Criminal Activity
Angela
walking
with
forward.
the double
Oh
ball.
my god, this is looking like a full wipe. The medic is alive, but I don't know for how long. Bomb in from Rohi here will just clean up with some nice pipes there. And very explosive mid there. Red Charge, only one to go down. Full wipe
Is this the
for Red.
Nobla coach team?
This is, yes.
That was a clean mid. Definitely kind of night and day from last map where it was a lot of passive one guy goes for play. It was a clean executed double bomb. Med gets blown up and they get 2. The distraction, follow up, And this is a full ad last push, and I always say this in my invite cast. This is how you tell if it's a good team. If they can make a last push work on Uber ads, this is how you know if they're the real deal. You gotta see, they jump in, get on the med resubs. Heavy's really weak. Heavy goes down.
Heavy does die.
Well, they trade for a gun, though. They're getting some cap time in. They're getting a lot of cap time. Playing around at red charge on top of that spawn door. And that was clean. And I can see why they haven't dropped around yet.
Yeah, we might be looking at a fast game here if things keep up. Of course, that was just a mid to last. You know, it was full ad for criminal activity, so you expect them to be winning that fight. But I don't know. Definitely, this team named Soldier Reincarnated as an Aristocrat. They need to stay focused here if they don't want to let this game slip away from them.
Maybe them dying there is where they get reincarnated as the Aristocrat.
Yeah.
So now they can come back
to get reincarnated.
Because they look like they're in a better spot, but Comfy getting caught by a rocket.
So much positioning. Get the pick on Angela immediately. Botan is in, but does not get any value with their bomb. Beater does clean up row. He will die for it. Oh, but Noda dying there. Yeah. It's just it's a 2v3. Comfy is in. Oh, and Comfy gets the med actually. Yeah, Cypher just unable to keep him safe there, and at this point forced away. Will not be disad, at least not real sizable disad. Noda spawning now, but both meds died at mid, so it looks like Red will be settling down here on the second point.
I'm excited to see Beater on that sniper, but I do want to see a Heavy. Is the Heavy clear-cut exclusive, or does Comfy get a little creative every now and then?
Oh yeah, second to last as a Heavy is definitely something that I cannot say I've seen.
You get a Heavy into their nest, it's kind of over.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just walk them up the right side through 5.
I mean, crazier things have happened, you know.
That's another good point.
Surf some stickies over there.
Comms. How do you get the comms to the new players? I remember there used to be a website to like have all the like locations.
Oh,
Call outs, comms, communication.
There's been some really cool. RGL has some really cool videos where it like goes through the map, kind of flying around, and the callouts are like edited into like 3D mapped the actual parts of the map. I don't know if it's for every map or not,
Probably
but I think
not.
a lot of them. But yeah, I'm surprised that's not something that people just know about and like show to new players, because it's very nice.
It's also hard to remember. You know, the fact that I remembered like comms for 12 different maps is kind of impressive to me, at least, you know.
Yeah, true.
But
And that's when you just say like eyes, top left, lower lobby, like all this stuff.
There's like 3 lobbies on certain maps, and
Yeah.
it just like doesn't really make sense. Like through Shutter, there's 10 shutters on like certain. Yeah, some map makers aren't nice about it.
So one thing that the RGL video taught me was apparently there's 2 different callouts for the 2 separate houses on Bagel.
Oh,
Let's
lefty
call
and
it-
righty.
Yeah, but
That's
the
the
lefty
bin.
and righty is dependent on which team you're on. Whereas one of them, I guess, has like a boat, and the other
Yeah.
like doesn't. So they did like distinct calls, which was
That
wild
seems
to me.
too confusing. I'm not gonna lie. Because
Yeah,
then you have to
especially
like
since it's
think about what
flipped on the
side
different
you're on.
teams, yeah.
You know, we only care about it from your team's perspective. at
Yeah,
least
I
as
suppose
a-
from a casting perspective, that's very useful, because it's hard to like call lefts and rights just based on orientation,
Yeah.
because there really is no orientation when you're not on a team.
But yeah, Beater back on that sniper. Gotta see. You know, huge plays from Maze last game. Let's see if Beater can kind of live up to the body shot bandit that Maze was coming up with med picks back and forth.
Absolutely. So I gotta say, I duck in a very unsnipeable position. Of course, 1 is going to be the big threat here. And actually, as I say that, it looks like Beater might be working towards there. Already charging up this shot. Yeah, this is very scary now for Blue. They don't seem to have a soldier watching one particularly. Okay, the sniper killing the engineer there tells the blue team, like, yes, the sniper is peeking here. That being said, they're going to rotate out to roll out here. Back out. Off that Engie pick, I'm just thinking this gun is super spammable because there is no one to tank it. Looks like Botan will be peeking this gun, getting some spam. Might die for it though. 3 HP, yeah, will get chipped down. Ooh, red charge
Peter
is
does
in
not
lobby. So much damage, but will go down. Ooh, red loses 3.
Danger just walks in, gets 2, and lives. Like an animal. They're 3 down. on the side of Soldier Reincarnated, but doesn't look like Criminal Activities are too excited because there are 30 seconds left on the round timer, and it looks like they're going for the round reset.
Yeah, absolutely. Criminal Activities perfectly fine to play another mid because, you know, if they can just keep rolling the dice for a mid to last, then they can be perfectly happy with that. Looks like a lot of aggression here from Botan just through one. The flank will be dying as Uber gets popped out. Counter pop happens. The engineer does go down as well as the sentry gun, but down 3 for red. Very little cap time to speak of. It's hard to imagine this isn't a hold. They do get the demo, and actually Angela's quite low. Does get cleaned up. Is this the comfy clutch?
Wait!
It's another 4 kills.
The demo's coming. Hero Smasher.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're not gonna touch.
Oh, but red charge, yeah, we'll just be able to hold on. But man, that was almost catastrophic for Criminal Activities.
You know, I'm looking at Comfy right now. Is this a distant cousin of Kev? They have the anime avatar. Comfy is the name. It's almost cozy. You know, it's a different.
Kev loves playing heavy on clear cut too.
That's like the only thing he's known for, just playing heavy on clear cut. Actually, that's crazy.
Yep. So we are looking at the third mid here, but 1-0 lead for Criminal Activities. Again, red scouts just taking early high, well, blue scouts as well for that matter. Just trying to spam each other out. Botan first to jump across, eats some spam, but not in too much danger. And the positioning from red, they are just taking everything inch by inch. And with that, yeah, blue kind of forced out here. Cypher's maybe caught in. Will be able to just sneak away, dodge the spam, but with that, ooh, red charge is in. Sacking off the copy pick, I believe. No, they're just refighting this. Getting through the choke point. Bomb in from Botan. Does go down. Down 2 for red. The force comes out from red charge. Only 3 up for red. This is looking kind of bad for them. Ooh, Duck, 4 HP. Does get, does use.
And Noda living there's pretty big. They're gonna get at least these 2 forwards, maybe one more. It's getting close. Nope, just these 3 up.
Deny them. That's a crazy refight though from Criminal Activities.
The one player down, they push off that, and they actually win it really
absolutely.
convincingly. Botan with the flank, waiting for the bomb, getting the timing of the perfect moment, getting stuffed.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, Angela just in the right place at the right time is able to stop any ambitions there. Comfy is on sniper right now.
Disappointed.
Just near the one door, peeking into lobby. Does take the shot, so surely Criminal Activities knows about this sniper now. I duck, just making sure not to peek this sightline as red charge gonna sack in, unable to get anything, and actually losing both soldiers here. Definitely, ooh, Ranger does get cleaned up as well. Down 3 now for Criminal Activities. This is a big window for soldiers to walk through and potentially take this point. Botan gonna be getting some space here through lower. At this point, yeah, all Criminal Activities are just out completely, conceding this second point.
But overall, good push out. They have even Ubers, and now I feel like we haven't seen this scenario very often. But you know, the mid to second breaking holds can be a little tricky, especially on a map like Process, where most of the time you will see that med just chilling by that point, and it's hard to get all the way in. Let's see what Criminal Activities has been practicing to try and break this.
I'd imagine it's probably pretty straightforward to, well, it should be pretty straightforward to catch some players lacking in IT or sewer or something. One of the defending team members just too far forward. Also, I'd imagine, ooh, Botan does go down actually. Bomb in from Angela, gets the force immediately. Ooh, but the counterpop might happen here in choke. Oh, Hero Smasher just gets knocked in from the traps on choke. Is now stuck behind, or maybe has the opportunity of being behind. Nope, meets a scout, is certainly stuck behind. Ranger taking a fight here, and Seward actually turns into a 2v1, will go down. Bomb in from red charge, cleans up the medic. In the meantime, the rest of blue players with their heals.
Beater! Make the video beater!
And that's why he's on forward. Oh, Botan catching some damage and choke. Oh my god, the collapse from red. It's a nightmare here for Criminal Activities.
Here goes for the Market Gardener, too. 2 scouts versus Soldier. Usually you think this would be a good matchup for the scouts, but you never know. That Soldier may just hit 2 rockets across the map. But Ranger taking it.
Oh yeah,
the
Ranger wants to fight
2v1?
this.
Absolute animal.
But gets chipped down pretty early, will back up. Ubers are going to be even here, somehow. Yeah, Red's going to get this point. Things are going to settle down on Blue's second this time around. Yeah, as I was saying before all that started, another way I'd imagine this is a very breakable hold is that sniper and sewer is probably very difficult for newer players to address. Ooh, Angela's in. Decent damage on Noda, but no Uber 2 force. So ultimately nothing happens there. Beater on the counter
The
side.
triple jump in.
Oh my god.
He's used all the rockets for the market guard and it just doesn't work out. But red charge with the flank. I don't think anyone's watching.
Botan's just on point.
Red charge on the demo. Misses the air shot, but they get two
Scout's
soldier
running through
picks.
choke.
Ranger with the
Ranger's in the
1v1.
flank as well. Taking this fight, drawing this Scout's eyes back into IT. As bomb in through choke, just gets the drop on Noda. Uber immediately popped. At this point, this Uber's just a safe player. Hero Smasher stuck in IT will go down. It's really just up to... Ooh, Comfy's on the flank, actually. This player did get spotted. Angela's on the case. They will sneak out IT. And I actually really liked, once they got that drop, not only were criminal activities just through, but iDuck just used and saved everyone. Because there's no reason to risk losing that fight.
Don't take any unnecessary risks. And just big spam.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on criminal activities getting those 2 picks out. And it's their game again. They're back
Absolutely.
on it. 40 ad. Scouts in.
I think if there's ever a team to be playing this ad here, it's gonna be criminal activities. There was
They're not building though.
Yeah, in a match
the pick.
last time on Snakewater, I think they played. There was an ad window similar to this that they had forgotten about. But I would not be surprised if they play this. Yeah, they are already taking lobby here, 80%, buffing up these soldiers. This is very traditional TF2 that we're witnessing.
Yeah, they're taking their time. They're getting in lobby. Let's see who's coming on the Uber. It's going to be a Rohi, Mig, and Ranger Uber, Cypher. But they're taking a little bit.
Oh yeah, at this point, 80% on Noda, and they are building.
I think no one. They kind of wanted to go, but no one called for it. That's what it looks like.
Gun gets spammed down, so they have a good sack opportunity for sure. But Ubers are officially even
Noda's
out now.
going close.
Oh my god, red charges in, gets the force.
That was a little
Angela
bit
might
risky.
get caught out in lobby here. No, will be able to sneak away. Okay, and if they had forgotten about the Uber last time, ooh, Hero Smasher. Almost caught on that. Oh my god. Their heals are committed in upper IT right now. Bomb in from Botan gets the force.
Botan with a huge bomb, though.
They are just getting in the last with this. Flash just enough to get through the doorway, but no more, and Ranger will go down to the gun spam plus Hero Smasher. And now it's not really looking too pushable for criminal activities. Angela's trying to spam down the gun, but no, will be forced out of lobby.
As it slows down, what's your favorite name in the server right now?
Ooh,
I have one. I definitely have one.
Man, it's between. Oh, there's like 3. It's a 3-way tie between F150 Beater, Dylan XP 300, and Botan Vivo. I think.
I'm a big fan of iDuck.
iDuck is nice. I like that a lot, but
it's a wholesome name.
Unfortunately, all criminal activities aliases are. I've already seen them for a couple matches now, so they're
not new. They don't have the fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, this Uber's a little bit scrappy.
Yeah, they just used through lower lobby. Lose 2
no.
for it. Counter pop is going to clean up Hero Smasher here. Ooh, and Noda is caught as well. So Rohi Meg already going through one.
Noda gets out.
Oh my god.
Noda just
30 HP. Ooh, Ranger's on the case. So this gun is still up, but okay, does get spammed out very quickly. And with that, this is almost surely a round. Comfy is able to get a pick on point, but it will not be enough. So 2-0 lead now for criminal activities. Just about the halfway point. 14 minutes left.
That's why you don't push out a last on Ubers. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard.
Yeah, just taking exchanges on a lot of different points definitely puts you on the back foot, but especially when one of those points means counter aggression loses you the game.
Yeah.
So we are looking at a new mid here. Hero Smasher kind of weak early on. We'll just get beamed up here. Actually, a lot of red players are quite weak. Red Charge bombing in. Oh my god, one nice rocket. Hits another nice rocket onto Hero Smasher, but the health for red is just so terrible. Ranger's in. Gets 2 picks just chasing into IT. At this point, blue just have this heal advantage. All they have to do is heal up these players. Oh, and Angela cleans up Comfy early on. Bombing from Beater gets the spoon. Oh my god.
Beater, take it home.
Oh, and Cypher's in danger.
Beater, go on.
That is something you only see in these divisions. Absolute treat to see a soldier pop off like that.
Oh
so Cypher is behind actually, and this could be quite dangerous for the red players on point. Oh, but Beater's feeling himself. Yup, and just
Beater
like that,
is a one-man army.
Literally.
I better actually see a video.
100%.
A comment I really liked in chat was Red Charge is the Laz of newcomer, and that's very good to see.
Honestly, after that first mid where they just bombed in, all 6 players looked at them, and then the other team wiped because of it. Oh,
Red
just
Charge
like that.
is the Laz.
Yeah,
of
Laz
newcomer.
of newcomer. Beater's in though. Oh, and Beater really likes this melee weapon.
Beater
now.
is the J of newcomer.
Agreed.
Go for the Market Gardener.
So down 3 for red. One of those being the medic. Where is criminal activities? These players, they're just assembled and
they're taking their time.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss anyone out.
So getting through choke here. All these players have buffs. They can just walk their way through here. Only main concerns is soldier bombs and traps, neither of which.
Oh, Botan actually sneaks past. Gets on the med.
Yeah.
Good
damage. Duck,
40
HP. Yeah, is able to survive. And with that, still add into second if they want to keep pushing this envelope. Now, a bomb through choke would completely catch red.
No, Angela's a little bit laggy on that Wi-Fi. But they get a pick off of that distraction. No scouts up. This is Red Charge's moment.
Come and choke.
Send
90
it.
Uber now on Noda.
Red Charge.
Oh, Ranger just walks in, gets 2. Medic and Demo. The pop comes out from Duck, knowing that the med just died. And with that, all of criminal activity is already going to the last. There is a heavy on the point. Ooh, a headshot actually rings out from the spawn door.
Oh, no,
This goes down. The gun's being constructed, but it will not be enough. All these players are in. They're getting the splash damage there. Hero Smasher almost had a shot to hold that, but it was just too much to deal with.
You know what? I think they need the comfy heavy to mid. It may not be clear cut, but I think that may be the move here.
You know, steak sandwich is unbanned. It's if there's ever a time to experiment, then Comfy could be pulling up to mid with that Buddhist.
One thing I've noticed after that first mid, when the soldier did get reincarnated, they're playing a lot more aggro, and then criminal activities are playing re-aggression, but they criminal activities, the soldier pick, Angela's all the way in. First good rocket, 2 good rockets, where's the follow-up?
Noda's in a bad spot here. Yep. Laz bombing in, cleaning up. Just up to Comfy here, will die, and Duck surviving as well means this is going to be add into last potentially. Almost certainly actually, unless Botan has more to say.
I'm curious. I feel like Angela and Red Charge are like best buds. They're following up, they're going to each other, holding hands mid-air. They're looking good. Clean
so
out
I
there.
actually looked, I was looking at Lotus, and on one of the newbie teams, 2 of the team members had a TF2 ring.
Wow, that's an investment right there.
Yeah, seriously. You gotta love. I mean,
That
the
is the least liquid form of money you could have.
Oh, the engineer's gonna be caught here. Oh, and Botan does die as well. The Uber Rohi Meg just catching 2 out. There is a heavy in Nest, which is gonna pose some of a problem here. But with the picks they're working with, they should be able to just reload, spam down this Buddhist. Although Red Charge going for the medic. Comfy's quite low. Are they able to clean up? Cypher goes down. The medic's gonna go down, and getting a bow as well. This is gonna be a hold from Comfy. Oh, Angela will go down to a soldier.
Clean hold, but there are 9 minutes. They gotta get 3 rounds.
Yeah, very true.
It's been a while since I've had a think like this, where it's like actually the game ends. At least for invite with now the Banny config where
Yeah,
it
that new
doesn't end.
config, you don't have to worry about stuff like that. But of course, the other like major downside of the timeout is not really present here because I don't expect teams to be
Angela's on the
intentionally...
flank though. They don't. I don't think they
Ooh.
know. Angela's on the big flank.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
get
get
spotted out.
spotted.
Go for it anyways. Why not? Angela's in.
Oh yeah.
One rocket.
Oh, and just like that, Comfy goes down. It will be a trade. But ooh, Noda's
Red
actually quite weak,
charge.
and red charge is in. Gets that red charge off with the force.
That's
and
true.
Ranger is lagging. Oh no. Lagging out on the rock, gets caught in choke. It's gonna be ad now for Duck Duck. Angela getting a forward spawn.
One thing I'm really impressed with, these meds are milking really
Wait,
well. Red
Charge
charge
survived.
yeah, red charge just kind of running around with the escape plan behind the rock. Red charge is kind of moving.
That would I was sure that Red Charge had died for like landing in those 4 players and getting that force, but no. They
Red
were
charge
living
went to
behind.
their last.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
So it's gonna be Uber now for Duck Duck, and this is a lot of ad. Okay, it does look like actually Noda is playing some decent disad positioning.
The IT? Is this a demo bomb through
Ooh.
IT?
Let's see it.
No, they're just trying to
Just
walk
the
it.
walk.
No.
Just the spam and
Yes.
work your way through slowly. Okay,
The
they
double
do bomb. Bomb in now. Rohi needs a flash here. Does get the flash.
That's big.
They get 2 picks for it. Red Charge does go down though. Oh, but they're chasing deep. Ranger wants more, and they're gonna get just that. Hero Smasher will clean them up at
Beater's
the end,
in.
but
Beater's in.
oh yeah,
Gets
and
the
the spoon.
marking
And I
card
half
there.
expected that rocket he fired after the spoon to kill another 2 players, but no, they were too healthy, unfortunately.
This is Jay.
Wait, Angela's in on the forwards. Oh no, that's so
Oh,
sad.
so is Rohi. Rohi's playing a little bit farther back though, you know, a little bit and chilling out.
Losing their med there means it's gonna be. It should have been disad, but it's gonna be roughly even here. Team's not very familiar with building frequently. So yeah, looking most likely at a mid to second stalemate here, but based on the way things have been going, these stalemates don't tend to last too long. Some pipe spam through choke from Rohi. Now it is 6.5 minutes left for on the map. Ooh, red charge bombing in. Oh, gets a clean bomb off, but unable to connect these rockets onto Noda. Gets 1 more off, but it will not be enough. And actually, Ranger dying in choke in the meantime. Ooh, and Angela might be caught here. Ooh, this is a look like down 3 for criminal activities.
Or did they just decide to pop?
I think they did just want to pop through,
They did demo
potentially.
bomb a little bit, but you know.
Let's see. Counter pop actually happens here. Okay, Hero
Ooh.
Smasher does die. Ooh, Noda's potentially caught here.
Notice
This
out of
is-
there. Ranger
this is
making
a solo scout chasing so deep.
Cypher with the 1v1.
Botan does go down. Ooh, bomb in from Red Charge is just
Red
gonna
charge
clean
is
up that
Laz.
med.
Red
Yeah.
charge is Laz.
Beater's
a
gonna
medic
try and
seeking
run
missile.
away here. Hero Smasher getting it forwards. Might be caught actually after coming out, but no, just has
The
those
clean
pipes.
pipe. You know, that's good manners right there. That's really what matters.
Badass.
You know, the question is does the TY come in as follow up? Because that's good manners 101 in TY.
Yeah.
They gave me
Red's trying
props.
to fight through bats here.
Oh, come on.
Immediately losing a pick, yeah. Although they might get Angela. So they trade out the pick ultimately, and they do have some positioning on this platform here. Oh my god, Hero Smasher getting 2 picks. The collapse is coming from these soldiers. Rohi's caught potentially, but able to just sneak between those rockets, avoid the spam, and survive on 40 HP. Although, down so many picks, yeah, criminal activities is going to have to back up here. And actually conceding mid, it looks like. Off these forwards, though, I would not be surprised if they refought this. Although Ranger and Angela in a little early. Oh, the Uber, it gets popped out. And they get Noda as well immediately. Beater going down as well. So it's just a matter of protecting everyone else and cleaning up these picks. Although they lose 3, make that. Suddenly, who wins this fight is kind of up in the air. Just up to Rohi and Duck Duck to try and run away against 2 scouts in IT. Ranger's here to save the day, though. And it's just up to Dylan to make something happen, but no, Ranger's on the case. I think Ranger ran forward, killed a bunch of people forward, and was back just in time to save the combo as well.
Loki just standing in that door, just with pipes out against 2 scouts, not caring, was the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Just didn't care, got one and just lived.
Oh, Red Charge is in from behind. Gets a clean bomb off.
Beater.
Third rocket.
Beater with an air shot
Oh my
onto
god.
a duck. I duck.
Both meds going down. This is pure scrap. This is a coin flip kind of fight where you never know who wins, and it's looking like Criminal Activities is going to be landing heads right now. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed, every single new demo that I demo review, even before watching, I could already just tell them, like, yeah, you use pipes too much and should use stickies more. But, you know, because you have no stickies loaded, you have no pipes loaded, but in your brain you're like, well, I just reload this one pipe and then I hit it and then I win. But it's not always that simple, unfortunately.
I can't get over it. Beater hit a fadeaway dead air shot on the med after bombing into 5 people. Beater's an animal.
So Red actually opted to play last year when they had the point control. Okay, now they realize, like, wait a minute, they're not
is
here
an
yet.
IT. I don't think they
Red
know.
Charge is an IT. Oh, Botan's clearing it. Loses the 1v1. And now Red Charge is behind. Getting fought by a scout.
That's a crazy move, Dylan. The mix up there. But this fight is
Yeah.
falling apart.
Oh, yeah. Noda
Noda's alone
has
with Uber.
Trying to leave one here. Dylan's leaving through lobby. So Noda's going to have to run back to spawn. And depending on... Okay, spawners in 3 seconds means that Noda should be able to... Yeah, this should be a hold, especially Cypher dying on point there. Blast is no longer in danger. But Criminal Activity's definitely in a good position here. Now, down 2, they have to be a little careful, although nice trap there. Means Red Charge can clean up Beater for free. Botan trying to bomb in. Blue conceding a lot of space for having Uber here, actually, with a pick to work with. Oh, bomb in from Red Charge, just cleans up 2 with Run Rocket, and they want more. Walking after this medic. Uber gets popped. Keep in mind, Blue has second controlled. They can be capping last right now if they so choose. They have to worry about this back cap, so they will use on 2, try and clean up these players leaving. They're not going to get anyone with the Uber, though. Oh, but on last, it's just the 2 scout show. Everyone was dying without the heals support, and now it's a 4-0 game. Minute 20 left, so mathematically not winnable anymore for Soldier Reincarnated as an Aristocrat, but we can still see if Criminal Activities can finish out with a 5-0. Minute left. Tall order, but you never know.
Well, you know, Soldier Reincarnated could break the undefeated streak.
True.
You know?
They could do this.
They could say, you know, we may not win.
Oh, but Hero
we'll
Smasher just dying immediately.
They are not doing
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
actually,
but Beater
big
is
bomb.
in. Oh, unable to connect another rocket. It's looking like Red might be wiping here.
Someone hit air
Although,
shot, you know? Comfy.
I'm not sure. They are full stacking this point. They want to win this quick. 30 seconds left. They weren't stacking the point on mid. We'll see if they have enough time.
It's possible.
Red Charge. Oh, Red Charge is on Pain Train as well.
Oh, Hero Smasher left. No,
Yeah,
it's fair, but this could be the 5-0 for the stats. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're gonna have Uber come through too, about 15 seconds.
Angela,
Red Charge 1.
Wait, both soldiers were on Pain Train. Uber gets popped. 8 seconds left. So much cap time. Someone needs to be capping this,
Get on
though.
the cap.
There's
Take
2
the
soldiers
Uber
on point. 2 seconds left. Will it be enough? It will not. But they were definitely playing to still get that round. Both soldiers switching to Pain Train.
You know, that's some on your toes thinking there. Thinking that far ahead where, okay, let's get the 5th round. Let's all go Pain Train.
Pain Train's that underrated item for sure.
Well, more people may be running. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. But yeah, congrats to Criminal Activities. Definitely showing. I mean, we've talked about
lower
how.
bracket?
I don't think they are.
Well, they said, okay, they said good luck in lower bracket. And that's like low key. That's like low key BM.
Oh,
you know?
I guess there's a third place match.
Okay. I didn't think they were using it as BM, but I'm like, you know, it's kind of BM if there wasn't a lower bracket game to play. But okay.
Yeah, when we've been talking about just how important like experience and actually playing the game is, and like when it comes to learning early on, let criminal activities just stand as an example because these guys have been really dominant off of obviously like good coaching, but at the same time also just playing very regularly and very consistently. All right, so we are joined by the victorious coach. Again, congratulations. What were your thoughts on that match?
I've never been more proud of my player, except for Ranger. That guy sucks.
Gotta keep him humble, young.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't let him be a crazy person, you know. But,
Yeah, did you know that you were coaching the Laz of Newcomer?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't aware until this moment. No.
You saw all the Laz game.
Honestly, I personally think it's kind of fucked up that Laz got an alt account to play in this.
Yeah,
someone should really look into
how
that.
much did you pay Laz to come in here? That's the real question.
Yeah, I thought he was retired.
Like,
one scrap medal.
Gotta win this cup, man. It's for my confidence here.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel? These weeks with the squad, and they come out, and like you said, they haven't dropped a round yet.
Oh yeah.
So are they going for the big undefeated dubs? An accomplishment of only few can say.
They better. They better.
And you said this was the other undefeated team they played, right?
Yep.
So
There's
that,
levels to this.
On paper, I guess, would be the biggest competition, but of course, you never know what the future holds. But yeah, these guys are definitely looking like the favorites so far.
Maybe I can find the day 2 bracket.
I had it open.
True.
Ooh,
They're playing
play
against Jungle
Juice. I have no idea who's on that team. Unfortunate.
I can find this. Their team is Beamstress Easter Egg, Ukraine but spelled UK Iran, Pink Paso, Yanru, and Mr. X for the 4 subs.
Of course.
I don't even know if we've scrimmed those guys before. I'm gonna be honest, I don't recognize the names. I might just for gore.
I don't know a lot of
And
teams.
so this is grand finals then. So XIV and Soldier Reincarnated as an Aristocrat are going to be playing a consolation 3rd place match. Okay. Wow. So I definitely have my cards are on the table for criminal activities after seeing them play twice, seeing them play very competent TF2, while also it wasn't just pure outmaneuvering opponents. There was a lot of just very solid DM and plays from all these players for sure.
That was very impressive all around. They opened the game with a double bomb. That is better than I've seen some invite teams do. I'll say it.
Are you calling out my team right now? I think you're calling me out.
No. We're just talking about the newcomer team here.
Yeah.
You know. Just show that demo in your demo reviews. Be like, you know what, guys? Look how these guys do it. We got to do it better.
Mm-hmm.
You can always learn from the newbies. They're thinking new ideas. You can see the J effect. The market gardener has been pulled out.
Yeah.
And that very proficient with it.
What's that copy pasta that like Jay has ruined an entire generation?
No, Jay has ruined an entire generation of soldiers. So I say it every time.
Market gardener is the future. That's fake. That's fake. Market gardener is the future.
The pain train is the future. Enough.
I am pain train pilled, although it's definitely a different weapon on demo than soldier. Soldier, you give up a little more running it, I think.
Pain train's not cool enough. All the newbies don't run it. They think the market gardener's cooler. It's messed up.
And especially,
where's my pain train little minions?
The big problem as well is like the actual TF tubers talking about weapons, because pain train in like casual, like half the game modes it does nothing. So everyone thinks it's just bad. Whereas Market Garden, like everyone's looking at
you can do the funny
highlights. Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, a really solid game. I'm excited to see who takes it all home. And honestly, the third place match is a little fun thing to go through. But how long is this? You said like 3 or 4 weeks this whole cup's been going on, right? Or like the whole newbie
Sounds
stuff?
about right, yeah.
1 month was the training period.
Who's like the most improved player on your team that you've noticed?
I'd give it to Angela or Duck, probably one of those two.
Saw some good milks from both medics, to be honest,
Yeah.
but I was impressed. At least, especially when you get down to like 30 and there's a soldier in your face, counting the rockets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just knowing that you don't have to use unless that rocket's coming. Also, I was really liking from Duck when the other team was, or the other med would drop in a team fight. They were totally willing to just use to start saving players because so many times, especially in these newcomer games, um, there's just been team fights that on paper one team should just be winning, but again, it's just like kind of a coin flip.
I didn't look at the logs, but Rohi Mig, 26 and 8 with 317. That's the stat line right there.
I have the log right here.
Fuck that. Red charge 7 med picks.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Just a clean operation from the squad.
and Ranger, I believe, is the no Ranger's the flank scout. This is a very beam heavy uh, flank scout that it looks like.
Oh, Comfy got 35%.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. I think Ranger was just dipping in to take some of the Ubers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was working out for sure. Dropping banny logs on flank scout.
Oh yeah, just impressive game. Who had the most air shots? Angela, 3 air shots in the server. That's pretty big. What other funny stats are there? Duck 7 does.
You guys have actually like two. You have a simultaneous. How do I put this? You have one flank scout and one combo scout, but it's because each scout is half of each, just judging by like the heals and by caps as well.
I actually thought that Cypher was doing a really good job of spotting flanks and making sure that people didn't get on our med from behind when Ranger was out in the Wild West in post-Ubers.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely true. Because it's so easy for players to just get through unspotted when doors are not being adequately watched. But your guys did do a good job of at least identifying those people, so they were not threats.
But is this like, is your team playing next season as a team, or is this just like a one and done type of deal here? Unknown.
I know that Ranger is an IM team, I think,
Wow.
with offers to play a main team, actually.
A big dog.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Rohi and Red play together in RGL, I think. I'm unsure if Angela, Cypher, and Duck are planning to play in RGL, but I hope they do.
Yeah, I remember seeing Rohi. I've casted a few matches of
Rohi
theirs.
and Red
in,
Charger kind of
Traveling
a-
Fireside.
An explosive duo right there. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, it's always cool to see because I know Rough Riders was, I think, the last year's Cup winner, and they went on to play, I think it was Newcomer, and did quite well in it as well. Um, it's always cool to see people get their start in events and cups like this that actually go on to play.
Red said that Angela is joining Rohi's team. They have a explosive trio.
Holy.
Yeah, that's to watch out with, like 2 or 3 seasons when they're killing the game in advance, Everyone that's up there right now. Your place is not safe.
All right, so I think, are we covering the third place match? I was about to ask about cutting to a break because I would love to run to the bathroom and get a few bites of food. Um, any last questions from you, Marmaloo? Yeah, again, congrats, staff, on fielding such a powerful team.
Nobble, is there anything you could recommend, to the people who are a bit, or kind of a word of advice to anybody that may be trying to think about coaching but just don't feel like they're kind of adequate enough to do so? Like any words of encouragement you could give to somebody thinking about it?
I think pretty much anyone is able to coach after you've played, maybe like I am. If you're a player who's played on a team that scrimmed full scrim schedule, you definitely have a lot more knowledge than you give yourself credit for. And it doesn't take much to coach at this level. People are learning how to count Ubers, they're learning how to track player ads. It's not that complicated, they just need a guiding hand to push them in the right direction.
I think another thing is you build those relationships and just kind of seeing people grow. It's kind of it's a hard feeling to top when you like are teaching someone and they do it and they improve, they grow together. You're happy, they're happy. I think it's definitely a good use of your time if you're feeling that way.
All right then. Well, our casters are tired from talking nonstop for a few hours there. So we're going to cut to a short little break here before we resume with, I believe, the third place match. I'd imagine the mainstream on TF2 CC will cover grand finals. But yeah, we will keep you posted and stay tuned.